Hey everybody, and welcome back to the board meeting. Today I'm going to be talking about something I don't really talk about too often, and that's these two crowdfunding games that I'm currently backing, and I'm suggesting maybe you should look into them and back them yourself. And why I don't really talk about Kickstarters and stuff that often and suggest them for people is because I don't research these games enough, that the ones that are on Kickstarter, for me to go out and like tell you, hey, you should try these ones out or back them. Because I'm usually like on Kickstarter, I'm like, oh, okay, that board game cover is pretty cool. Oh, I know that designer. Oh, it's a worker placement game. Okay, let's back it. And that's usually me backing a game. I usually don't look too far into it, but these are a couple of campaigns that I know a little bit about and that I'm excited about and looking forward to. The first one is on Kickstarter, and this is a big popular game, the third Kickstarter for this game. This is Marvel United Multiverse. Very successful Kickstarter for this game, and there is a ton of content for Marvel United in this Kickstarter that's coming out. And I'm not suggesting you get all the buy-ins or anything like that. I myself am only getting the base pledge of this, and that's $65. For the $65 base pledge, you get the Multiverse base box plus the Wrecking Crew little expansion and all the Kickstarter stretch goals, which is a ton of content, and I'll get back to that a little bit later. But the other pledge you can do is the $100 base pledge, which you're going to get the base box plus this other expansion that's like the Galactus, and you get this big giant Galactus mini. I'm only buying the $65 version of this, and if you get that, there's a ton of add-ons that you can get. You could go spend $1,000 on this game if you want to, or however much it ends up adding on to. But why I'm backing this and why I'm maybe suggesting you look into it is so that base $65, you're going to get that base box plus that Wrecking Crew expansion. That's whatever. It's quite a bit of content, not a lot, but with all those stretch goals that are unlocked. Currently, right now, as I'm talking about, and this campaign is almost over, there are 26 more heroes unlocked, 7 anti-heroes, which you can play as heroes or villains, and 14 villains unlocked. Plus, there's extra decks, equipment cards, and there's a couple other things that are unlocked that you're going to get with that. But for $65, you're getting like 30-some heroes, 7 anti-heroes, 14 or 17 villains, or whatever it ends up being. And that's a lot of content for $65. I myself, right now, I have got the base box of Marvel United. I've got the X-Men base box of Marvel United. I've got the Into the Spider-Verse expansion. I've got the Doctor Strange expansion, and I think I've got one more. With this $65, I'm going to like triple the amount of content that I already have. And it's a game that I really like. It's a game that can get to the table pretty easy, and that's why I'm excited for this, and that's why I'm going to be backing it. And even if you don't want to buy all that add-on and extra stuff, which I'm not going to, maybe try and check this out. You're going to get a lot of stuff for that base pledge just from the stretch goals, basically, from that. So one that I would definitely try to check out, and I think it ends within maybe it's like 24 hours to go or something at this point when this video gets released. The next game I'm going to be talking about is a sequel of sorts, and this one's not going to be on Kickstarter. It is on GameFound currently, and this is Andromedas Edge, which is the successor, the sequel to Dwellings of Eldervale, a big giant game that I've been playing a ton of lately. And if you want to back this game, you can get the standard edition, which is $69, but you're going to get this big giant box full of a great game, or what I expect to be a great game, because from what I've seen, this is very, very similar to Dwellings of Eldervale, but just a little bit tweaks of mechanics, a little bit more than Dwellings maybe. But yeah, for $69, you can get the basic retail edition, which is going to be a great price, actually. And right now, I've got the base box of Dwellings of Eldervale. I wish I would have gotten the like legendary expansion for it, but I didn't know if I was going to like that game enough to spend that kind of money. For this one, so there's the $69 retail standard edition, there is the $129 deluxe edition, and then there's the $189 all-in deluxe edition, and I'm actually going all in on this game. I'm spending $189, which to my knowledge, I think is probably the most I've ever spent on any kind of Kickstarter crowdfunding game, because usually I'm pretty stingy about spending money on a game that I've never played. So I'm like, I don't know, but this one, since I've played Dwellings and I like it so much, I really, really like it. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm going to go all in on this one, spend the money, see what this game is. I'm really excited to see this game. And yeah, what I've been told and what I've seen, and I've seen a little bit of gameplay of this, is that it's basically Dwellings of Elder Vale in space as well. So it's a little bit different theme. One I'm very excited about, one that I definitely think you should check out. And if you don't have Dwellings and you're like, I can't get my hands on Dwellings, maybe try and back this, just the regular standard edition of it for $69. You're gonna probably get a great game for pretty cheap for what you get in it. I mean, $69 is not like a cheap game by any means, but for what you're going to get out of this, I think it's definitely one maybe you want to check out for sure. But yeah, let me know in the comments below your thoughts on these games, if you're backing them, or the reasons why you're not backing them. Either way, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe to see more weekly content from me, Shane, at the board meeting in the future. Hope you all have an amazing day. Take care.